being a boo boo.
Your alarm system is being boo-boo.
Boo boo.
Your alarm is being boo-boo.
Boo boo. Oh man, I love Kendrick Lamar.
Oh,
Come on, everybody give a round of applause.
Boo-boo.
You might have been about a boo boo.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody loves that song.
Oh, they should. If they don't, they should.
Jamie, are you ready? Are you friggin' ready?
Are you ready, kids?
Oh, thanks, Jamie.
Aye, aye.
That makes me think about a fun kids show, which makes me feel good.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm ready.
It helps me escape the crushing realities of my life.
Yeah. Good old Punj Le Bob. I used to watch the French version for some reason.
Punj Le Bob.
with subtitles on.
Wouldn't that wow? Like some. That's you know what? To be fair, Jamie, in an alternate universe, there probably was a really shitty version of SpongeBob that never took off.
Yeah,
and it probably would have been something like Punj Le Bob.
No, I think that is how you say SpongeBob in French. I think.
You for real?
I think so.
I mean, you're either right or you're actually, you know what? You're appropriating culture either way, so you're a piece of shit.
I am French.
Are you?
Yeah, my mom's last name is LeBlanc.
Then you know what? I apologize. I apologize. I am so sorry. Oh my god.
So I can say stuff like this: "Oui, baguette," because I am French.
Is that what you say when you walk into a bread store when you're in Montreal?
Mm-hmm.
Oui, baguette.
Yeah. No, you can only make fun of like Germans.
You can't make. I'm part German.
No, exactly. So you can make fun of Germans.
Yeah, I can make fun of. Yeah, you can't make fun of Germans.
No, I wouldn't dare.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, our strong German engineering, wooden shoes.
That's offensive.
No, I'm German.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I'm saying it would be offensive if I did.
Yeah,
you know?
No, if you said that.
The dirty French making fun of the Germans. I'm just kidding. Making fun of those dirty Germans.
Those dirty Germans.
Oh no.
Oh, they're so proud of their German engineering.
Mm-hmm. Das Auto. Oh, you know the band Rammstein?
I actually do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently they were selling like they made casts of their dicks and then they sell like sex toys.
Oh, dildos
Based on their actual penises.
Are they average?
Some of them are big, I think, and some of them are
a bit bigger.
Some of them are average, I think. I don't know. I saw it like once years ago.
Yeah, a bit bigger. Sounds pretty German to me.
Mm-hmm.
We're pretty known for being well endowed. If you didn't know,
I didn't know that.
it's a fact.
Yeah. Well, so was the band Rammstein.
Don't need to look it up.
I think they got in trouble because they were like pretending to, because they would do all kinds of sexual things on stage, and I guess they were like banned. They've been banned places. I don't remember where, but
did they do like? I mean, what about Gigi Allen? Didn't Gigi Allen did like bestiality on stage?
Oh yeah, and he threw shit at the audience.
I think it does depend on what state he's in when he does that. So.
Oh, he was banned from a lot of places. Gigi Allen, yeah,
I believe it.
Yeah, he also like did drugs like heroin and shit like backstage. I don't know. Apparently, he got arrested during shows too because he would assault the audience and then he'd get assault charges
himself and
smear poop all over himself.
Yeah, I mean, his motto was "Live fast and die," so it's not exactly a sustainable.
And he did.
Yeah, not a very sustainable attitude to have when you're going from day to day.
Yeah, I saw a picture of Gigi Allen's tombstone, and people like go there, and there's like needles everywhere and beers cans all over it. Like people just go there. It's like just a spot.
What a beautiful legacy to people just partying and doing drugs on top of your
tombstone
coffin.
Yeah. That's what he would have wanted, I guess.
I guess so. You know what? Different strokes for different folks, I guess. I prefer flowers.
Yeah,
when I'm dead, I wouldn't mind some flowers.
I prefer flowers. Maybe the odd beer can if someone's feeling it. But.
Yeah, well, I mean, if they're having fun and, I don't know, wandering around the goofy high school kids in a graveyard, I won't hold it against them.
Right.
I won't haunt them.
No, as long as they're not, like, smearing poop on my tombstone.
Now if people are just doing, like, heroin on my tombstone, I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Don't desecrate here.
Yeah. But, yeah.
Or whatever crazy drugs they have by the time I die.
Yeah.
Heroin's going to be freaking, like, it's going to be like baby food compared to the kind of shit we're going to have in 50 years.
Heroin for babies.
It's going to be the baby equivalent of heroin.
It already is. Like, I think fentanyl is actually more dangerous, technically.
It's 1,000 times more potent. So, yes, it's definitely more dangerous.
I don't know, but heroin's, like, dirty, and people also inject it, which is a dirty practice. So you can get, like, hepatitis and stuff from that.
Yeah, except the reason people are dying so much now is because of fentanyl.
No, I know. Yeah, it's
because
bad.
They have, like a picture, right? And you got... it's giving the comparison of, like, because it is 1,000 times stronger. So it's kind of like the amount you need to OD on heroin. And you can visibly see it. You're like, okay, there it is. That makes sense.
Yeah.
And they're like, the amount you need with, what's that middle ground one? There's heroin, something in the middle, and then fentanyl.
Well, just general opiates, like painkillers, probably.
I forget what it's called, but there's one in the middle. I forget what it's called, but and it was less. It was a little bit less, like, like it's maybe 10 times more potent.
Like
then
fentanyl and stuff.
Yeah, it was like literally like 3 grains. Like 3 grains, molecule grains in like this jar. Yeah. And that's all you need to OD in fentanyl.
Yeah.
Like, it's fucking crazy.
There's actually another one. It's I believe it's called carfentanyl, but I know
sorry, that's the one. Sorry.
Oh, so it
was heroin, fentanyl, then carfentanyl. That's right. Yeah.
So that one, even if you touch it, you can die. Like, I'm like, who's doing this?
Oh, yeah, carfentanyl is fucking insane.
Because my friend worked at a I want to say an addiction center or something. Like, she worked basically with people who kind of just down and out, stuff like that. But I don't remember exactly where it was. But she basically said they advised everyone on staff. They're like, we found carfentanyl in here. So, like, if you see something on the ground, don't pick it up because it can literally kill you just by skin contact.
Via contact, because you've never done it before.
Yeah, I'm like, who's doing this? That's crazy.
Dude, and you know what? The thing is they use it to... why make pure heroin when you can make heroin, water, and then a little bit of carfentanyl and save money, right?
And then people get high and they're like, "Oh, that worked, so this is great." I know it's dangerous.
And then of course you got fucking meth heads making the shit, so they eventually fuck it up, and then people start ODing.
Oh, it's messed up because, like, I think a lot of drugs in their purest form aren't nearly as, like, they're dangerous, but they're not nearly as dangerous as they are currently. Like, I would say heroin in like the 90s was safer than heroin now. I'm sure.
Well, I mean, poppy seeds, that was the original heroin.
Well, exactly. So, like, again, it's dangerous and people overdose on it, but it's almost like now people are cutting, like, drug dealers cut corners to save money, and a lot more dangerous.
Why aren't drug dealers just good people?
I know.
That's the big question. Why can't they just be kind?
Keep that shit pure. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, don't do their own supply. Maybe go to church.
Go to church.
We need good Christian men.
Good Christian
dealing
meth.
carfentanyl.
Good Christian meth.
Oh, meth, I see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Austin. Oh, I hate how I do that. That's something I notice. I go...
Smack your lips. I fucking hate it too.
Yeah, I've noticed I do that
Never
sometimes.
do it again.
Yeah. When you die, are you donating your body to science, Austin?
I haven't decided yet.
Yeah.
I haven't decided yet. I'm going to say probably yes.
Yeah.
Because I don't really see the point to it rotting and
or like be an organ donor or something.
Yeah, I mean, I should probably do that at some point.
Yeah.
I don't see the value in...
I mean, what? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like you. I would just say, like, take all the good stuff out of me, then cremate me.
Yeah.
You know?
That's what I'm...
And then bury me cremated or something.
I think I have it currently set, so yeah, I would be donating whatever.
But you
whatever they can use.
You have to voluntarily.
You do. Yeah.
Give up your organs. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe how about this? Is I wouldn't mind it. I just have to build the willpower to actually go do that.
Right.
To go, yeah, sure, why not? Take my organs.
Yeah. The way I see it is I'm not going to be using it, so yeah, this episode of The Real Neighbours was brought to you by Organ Health Canada. I don't know.
It was brought to you by Happy Coffins.
Happy.
Why not put a smile on that face?
Hey,
Happy Coffin.
Yeah, that person laying in the hospital with spleen damage. They're like, we got a fresh spleen for you, and this is courtesy of Jamie. Do they give the name of their donors? I guess that'd be weird knowing you're walking around with Jamie's spleen. You know?
Hey, you can call it that.
Yeah. I'm like, yep, this one came from Mark.
All right. Or where they're drinking and they're like, I'm so happy I have Austin's liver now to process all this alcohol.
Yeah.
Even though I fucked my old one.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think whatever organs they can take from me, they should. I don't know if they want everything, but yeah, you're getting your wisdom teeth out. You think?
Oh yeah, that's right.
You think you can donate those?
No, I think they obliterate those. I think they just I think they just get in there with like a drill and just fucking annihilate them
Yeah.
and rip them out of your gums. Dude, they're gonna finish my operation in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
That's insane. That I can't even like. They might as well just be walking with TNT. Mm-hmm. It's like, yeah, we'll create a new like fucking area to mine out of. Here, watch this, and they just throw some TNT in the wall and blow the whole mountain up.
Yeah, that works.
That's what it feels like.
Could you imagine if somebody, some people just aren't born with wisdom teeth, like dummies.
That's fucking bullshit. By
They're
the way,
fucking-
because I have to pay for this shit.
Well, they're clearly not very
It's not
wise.
free.
They're not very wise, but
Well, Jimmy, they're wiser than us. I'm sweating to death, dude. I can feel it. Can you feel the water building around your
I'm
headphones?
sweating. Like my shorts
I'm
are
so-
like getting wet.
I'm kind of over summer. I think I'm over summer. Mm-hmm. I think I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm
it's-
ready for fall. I'm ready for sweater weather.
It's brutal in here, but to finish my thought, could you imagine someone didn't have wisdom teeth and they were like, I want wisdom teeth though, looking for a wisdom teeth donor, and then they surgically implant other people's wisdom teeth?
Is that even worth? Is it worth me acknowledging that?
No, it's not.
I don't even know where you're.
It's not. Let's move on. It's so
Awesome!
hot.
Wow.
It's so hot.
Hey,
Yeah.
are you calling me out for bitching about
is-
my struggles?
It is brutal in here. We're like
It is brutal.
We're in a sauna right now.
I'm
We're
dying.
here in the cabin. It's a hot day.
Dude, this is a double shower day. I'm actually going home and showering again.
I probably am too.
That's how messed up this is. But we all feel it, don't we, folks? Mm-hmm. This is the world. This is the struggle. The first world struggle.
Yeah.
Oh my God, 30 degrees. Our lives are so hard.
That's definitely not just a first world. I mean, there's a lot of places that are not.
Yeah, but
very
here's the
developed
thing. In
that
other
are very
areas,
hot.
yeah, but in other areas they're hot, but they're also thinking about not dying or starving. Mm-hmm. So they're kind of like, yeah, it's hot, but I mean, I got bigger fish to fry. Like
That's a good
getting
point.
food so my family doesn't die.
That's a good
So
point.
they're not really bitching about the weather. They're probably more just focused on survival.
That's true. Yeah.
Meanwhile, we're recording a podcast on this amazing like technological device with a bunch of cool equipment in
It
a
is
in a
cool.
really well constructed cabin
Yeah.
in one of the best countries in the world.
Yeah.
And you know what? We have nothing better to do but go, it's hot.
It is hot.
And that doesn't make it any less valid. That's
I
what I'm
know.
all leading it to.
Exactly. Yeah. This
What's
is rough.
the term? This is heckin' valid.
Heckin' valid. Yeah.
Ever heard that one before?
This is one of the 7 fresh hells we're living in right now. It's hot. It's hotter than Satan's titties in the 6th layer of hell.
That weather, eh?
That weather.
This is what it all boils down to. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
This is all. Do you? I just. At the end of the day, I would be okay if our podcast was a place where we just kind of
Talk about the weather.
just talk about really mundane things, and maybe people find comfort in that, like the morning newspaper.
Yeah.
Because you open up the newspaper, you get your crossword. You get like a 8-year-old girl in hockey team, and you're going, oh, that's cool. There's
That's
like a
cool.
kid in the hockey team.
Yeah. I thought you were going to say the hospital. I was like, that's some
8-year-old
really
girl
mundane news.
died in
Like,
hospital.
8-year-old girl died. To be fair, that is kind of mundane because realistically that happens.
Oh, it happens everywhere all the time. There's
Happens all
like
the time.
I think during this, while I'm saying this sentence, like a child died of a terrible disease on planet Earth,
COVID-19.
and there's another one. And there's another one.
And there's another one.
Yeah, I know.
They're dropping like
Wow, dude! Imagine
flies.
okay, wow. Could you imagine? Wow, JB, we should do what we should do because I think it's pretty hot right now. Just fear and chaos. We should just create a death counter.
yeah, every couple seconds.
We
There's
just record young children dying
yeah,
anywhere in the world, and we just have like a live feed, and we just go, "Yep,
yeah.
there's another one."
There's another one.
You know, whenever people really just want to feel bad about themselves, they can just listen to our podcast and find comfort.
I'm still alive. That's yeah. Actually, do you know what's ridiculous? When I was younger, I like how I like how I bring up a topic. I'm like, you want to hear something zany, Austin?
I do.
All right,
Tell me, Jamie.
All right. When I was younger, Someone told me about this website called Death Clock or something, and it doesn't exist anymore, I don't think. But I looked it up as a kid, and my mom like came in and saw it. She's like, "What are you on?" Because like, well, you're on drugs. No, she's like, "What website are you on?"
What are you doing?
Jamie, what are you on? You're like, I was
Mom,
7.
I'm 5. Just get me a Pepsi.
Just get me a Pepsi. All I needed was a Pepsi. You're on drugs. No, so I think the website had a skull and a clock and everything. So basically, you're supposed to hit it, and it tells you when you're gonna die. It's just a stupid automated thing.
Oh, awesome. What was it for you?
I don't remember. I was like 7, but it gave me a date. Actually, come to think of it, I think it said August 25th of 2021.
It's so sad how you had to look at your phone to
know the date.
you couldn't even just guesstimate. You couldn't even say
I had 2 days off.
Like, what's the general day right now?
Like
Let's just say
September
I die in the
1st.
next week, right?
September
yeah,
1st, 2021. Yeah. I don't know. I had 2 days off. I don't know what day it is. But no, so I remember my parents saw that, or my mom did, and she was like, "Don't be going on that." Like, she was like all like, basically saying I was like evil. And, like,
bad juju.
Yeah, which is, I mean, that's fair.
Dude, do you remember how...
It's like cursing me or something.
Dude, at one point, I almost wish I did it. At one point, I thought Ouija boards were were really mystical. And I remember being 15 or 16, and I would watch like Ouija boards and stuff like that.
Like
and
videos?
Yeah, or like look at like really, those like really occultic websites of like, like old boomer Flash animations and stuff.
Yeah.
And they'd be talking about Ouija boards. And at the time, because when you're young, you can almost really get absorbed in that stuff. So I like genuinely thought like, ooh, if I did that, I would contact demons kind of thing. Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I mean, maybe there's people listening to this podcast that do believe that. So I
And they're
don't
like,
know.
I literally have. Yeah.
Like, I just did that last week.
It's been haunting my home ever since. Well,
You're not taking this seriously.
Yeah,
I have a
exactly.
big problem on my hands here in Canada.
yeah. Well, so you never have used one.
I've never used a Ouija board.
No. Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah. I've been like probably just drunk at someone's house who owns one, and they're like, I'm like, we should do that, and they're like, okay, and then like nothing happens.
You were drunk?
Yeah, I'm sure. Probably every time I've used one, I've been drunk. I can't imagine. A scenario where I'm at someone's house who owns a Ouija board where I'm not drunk.
And not only that, you would think that it would be easier to communicate when you're consuming Satan's drink.
Exactly. And the devil's lettuce.
Munching up the. I mean, here's the thing though: is lettuce is inherently healthy. So devil's lettuce to me is kind of a.
That's true.
It's either a oxymoron, or it's not a bad thing. Because what? Like, is there any lettuce that isn't good for you? Come on, like, let's think about this, guys.
Actually, to be fair, romaine lettuce is like not that nutritious. It's pretty much just water.
Yeah, that's true. No, but it does feel good.
It tastes good. It gives
Isn't
a
it
little
disappointing
crunch.
that some of the most tasty of vegetables are actually just not that good for you?
Yeah, they're just
It's very
like
disappointing.
weak nutrients. Kale, however,
Now kale is like a fucking superfood.
it's a superfood, but it kind of tastes like soap. But I like it. I'll eat kale, but it doesn't necessarily. I don't think it has the best taste ever.
My Dutch genes make me capable of eating unlimited amounts of kale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that they grow a lot of kale in Dutchland?
I don't know. I don't know. Technically, it'd be Deutschland, but also that's Germany, so that's
Netherlands.
not even really accurate
Netherlands.
either. So
I don't know. I was just making a joke, but
yeah, well, it's not very cultured of you, is it?
no.
Why don't you
I'm just an ignorant French boy.
You're just a fucking Frenchie, Jamie.
Yeah.
That's what you are.
Sacre bleu.
That was racist, you fucking Frenchie.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's offensive, you Frenchie.
Try that again.
You croissant fucker. Again, I'm French. Calm down. It's fine for me to say that, I think.
No, I think it's fine amongst friends, and especially if we both, share the backgrounds.
Amongst friends on a public forum on the internet.
We're among friends here. And what I'm saying is, I don't know. Like, if I'm allowed to, you're allowed to make fun of French people, and I'm allowed to make fun of Germans.
Mm. Yeah, we're gold.
Yeah, so it's cool.
We got
as long as we stay in our territory. And
who's that one comedian who like or something Peters, Russell Peters? Isn't his whole thing is he just makes like racial jokes, but like he somehow
he stays in his territory,
but
right?
he like somehow gets away. Well, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's actually that bad, but all of his humor is just kind of racial humor. Yeah, I think it's Russell Peters.
You know,
I could be wrong.
I don't know this guy, but I will say it's racial just because it's an easy way to. It's a kind of a funny way to define people. So, for example, if someone does like bring up, for example, like the wooden shoes thing and shit like that, just like offhand, I don't know. I think it's pretty fucking funny.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
you're
yeah.
like you're just drunk and you're just like your buddies are ripping on you or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Or like I'm Dutch too, so they'll be like, you know, I remember at one party my buddy was drunk and he rolled a quarter on the ground. And he was like, I thought you'd pick it up.
Oh,
Or
yeah,
stuff like
yeah.
that. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. I find that shit funny.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it depends on the person for sure. I'm sure there are some people who would be like very proud of their heritage. They're like, that's not funny.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
That's a perfectly good quarter.
Yeah.
And I will
Of
pick it up.
course I would pick that up.
Nah, and I'm going to pick that up, but also fuck you.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. I'm still taking this, but fuck you.
I'm very upset, but I'm taking the quarter.
Yeah. Yeah. What? Oh man, I was about to go somewhere with not Russell Peters. Oh, there was another. What's the guy with the puppets?
Oh, that fucking guy. Oh, Dane Cook.
No, it's not Dane Cook.
They
look similar though.
the guy with the puppet. Like,
Yeah.
come on, dude.
It's not Dane Cook. It's Jeff Dunham or something.
Oh yeah, that dude too.
Something
Is it
Dunham.
Jeff? Is it Jeff Dunham?
I actually think that's someone I know. Something Dunham. Dunham. How do you even spell Dunham? Hey Benny, can you
Dunham.
Benny, look that up. Dunham. Look up Dunham puppet guy. I want to know this guy's name.
Find him, Jamie. Find him.
Jeff Dunham. That is it. Okay.
It was that. There we go.
It got me thinking when I said it. I was like, that is like someone I know. So I'm like, that's just a name.
You know Jeff Dunham?
I think I know someone with the
Oh
same
my
name.
god.
But yeah, he has like all these puppets, and one's like the Ahmed, the dead terrorist, and it's like jingle
I
bombs,
forgot about that
jingle
shit.
It's like, ooh, I feel like that wouldn't really fly too well now.
Oh, that wouldn't fly now. No,
But,
there's
like-
no fucking question. I remember that. I remember Ahmed. Yeah.
Yeah, and he has the old man puppet.
Wait, hold on. Did Dane Cook also do puppets? Am I getting all like mixed
No,
up?
they just look very similar. Also, hey Benny, show Austin a picture of Jeff Dunham. So
I remember
they
that guy.
look the same. He looks like Dane Cook. Yeah.
By the way, the reason I'm letting Jamie talk a lot is because I'm wiping my head with a paper towel.
Yeah, this is actually like we're sitting in a sauna right now.
Oh,
Austin,
yeah,
if
it's
you think
unreal.
about it that way, it's not too bad. Like pretend we're just chilling in a sauna.
Yeah, true. Like, except you're wearing clothes and your clothes are sticking to you, and you
Yeah.
weren't just swimming.
That's true. Yeah. Okay, way to ruin it. I don't know. There's a pool right outside. We just hop right in.
Yeah, we could jump in. Maybe the mics would reach there, so we can just go for a quick swim while we have the mics with us, and
That'd be cool. Just sit in
that'd
there.
be pretty radical.
Let's do it. Let's go. No.
I was wondering, is he going up to it? Are we doing this? Maybe we are. I don't know.
It wouldn't reach.
No, dude. It's just we appreciate the audience so much that we can't compromise. We're just
No.
gonna keep going as hard as we can. You know what I'm saying, guys? And that's because it's thanks to you guys. Thank you so much. That's why we're still here.
Yeah.
That's why we're making big money
For you. We're doing it all for you.
for the audience.
Yes.
Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in.
Thank you. Was that sexual assault? Whoops.
Did you just did you just kiss her?
Non-consensually kissed everyone listening?
That is just very inappropriate.
That's pretty fucked, actually. I'm sorry.
Don't worry. I'll be talking to the government about you.
It's the heat.
We'll take care of this lickety split.
Yeah. Don't worry. I'll turn myself in. No reason. No reason to do anything.
And they just do the Jamie Welsh.
Yeah.
Looks like you're going on a registry, buddy.
Oh no.
You got bad news. You don't even want to know the age of your youngest listener, and that's what you're going to jail for. So
Shit.
say hello to 20 years.
Oh my god. I didn't even think of that. God damn it.
Oh shoot!
This isn't good. Yeah. I feel like, dude, I'm going crazy. It's hot in here.
I know I'm going crazy too, dude. I don't even know what we're talking about half the time.
I don't know either. I just so Austin was just airing his shirt out, and it looked
Yeah,
like
I'm standing in front of the fan trying to get some sort of
you
mercy.
like lifted your shirt, and it reminded me of when people used to take their shirt and tuck the top into the neck hole and pull it down, so it kind of turned into.
Oh, it sort of turned into
like
a
a
bra.
bra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I love doing that shit. I remember
too.
that. That was awesome.
Me too.
We do that at BLCA all the time.
Yeah.
We'd all be running around with our bra shirts
with
on.
our bras on. That was cool.
Man, those were, dude, I should bring that back.
Yeah.
I should be at the cove or the beach or something and just do go bra mode.
For our next picture for the real neighbors, we should just wear bras.
Yeah,
or
bra
just
shirts.
Do the bra shirt.
That'd be good. Mm-hmm. Jamie, that's genius.
I know.
Oh my God.
I need to start working on my abs a little more. They're starting to dwindle.
Dude, mine are dwindling too, dude. I've been mukbanging food a little bit.
Yeah.
I've gained like 3 pounds.
I had decently kind of defined there, but I don't know. It's been dwindling.
Dude, I'm just accepting the fact that because apparently after I get my wisdom teeth out, I can't work out for like 5 days. So I've just accepted it. I'm going, now I just don't work out at all because I won't be working out anyway.
So
might as well just lose it all.
Yeah, I can't work out for 5 days. I might as well just go.
Might as well not work out for 2 weeks.
Might as well just eat a bunch and sit around.
I don't half bake anything. I'm all in or I'm all out.
Yeah. I don't know. I think for me, because I was being kind of active, but like I just started kind of a newish job, and a lot of it's sitting around for a while. So I got to sit in front of a desk. So I think that, and I'm also ordering food a lot to the place. So it's kind of like I'm just sitting down for like 12 hours and eating like nonstop.
So is that how you summarize your job? You're just
basically
like, just fucking sit around and eat food all day
for 12 hours. Yeah,
I don't know why they pay me, but that's nice.
That's pretty much it. So I'm probably gonna gain like 200 pounds.
200 pounds.
That's the goal. I'm just kidding. That's
Dude, I would definitely have an intervention before then.
You're like, Jamie, you've never even had.
I don't know, Jamie. I don't know. I feel like
this.
if you keep smoking though,
yeah,
you'll never gain weight.
That's true.
There's no way.
People do say that. That is true.
You just stay skinny.
Mm-hmm.
It's an appetite suppressant.
That's true. I still eat a lot though.
So I mean, never stop smoking then, because maybe you would just gain 200 pounds.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe you just double your food intake. Maybe you're destined to be fat, but you've just been holding it off. Just barely.
I think I've always had a pretty intense metabolism though, because even as a kid, I ate like a ton.
Hey, Jimmy, ever heard of youth?
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of being young?
But it hasn't
Jamie,
necessarily
you're
went
spitting
away.
facts. You're like, yeah, Jamie, you're only 25. You make it seem like, yeah, you're like
25 is when it kind of stops.
Yeah,
for a
it
lot
slows
of people.
down a little bit. But when you say, oh, my metabolism's always been good, I'm like, yeah, Jamie, you were young. Of course your metabolism was good.
Yeah.
Everything was good back then.
That's true. The good old days, as they say.
I know. I'm not implying everything isn't good now. The way I phrase it made it seem like it's all downhill.
Are you wait, what? You're not implying that? Wait.
I feel great.
How do I phrase this? You feel great, but you're like, things aren't great right now. I can tell you that. Not my health or my body, but the circumstantially, things are not that great.
I know. No, things. I will admit, I've been a little bit bummed the last week or two.
Yeah.
You know.
But we don't need to get into
I know we
bummed.
won't. We won't get into it too much.
No.
Here's the thing: is actually, you know what? I don't mind that, because for me, it's not always an exclusively negative thing to be in that state, because I just view it as when I'm in that mode, I'm just kind of reflecting and thinking, and I'm going, okay, so I'm not fully content. What do I do? Okay, so I'm more practical in that way.
Yeah.
So when I say I'm not doing great, I just mean more that I'm just kind of in a phase where I'm assessing and I'm thinking,
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes you just need to take a moment and reflect on everything.
Reflect on your life and think about shit, So, and if everything was good all the time, then nothing would ever be good. So.
That's true. You
gotta have your highs and lows.
You'd have no contrast. You gotta have a shitty day to have a good day.
Nah, and life is good. So.
Yeah,
I
I would actually say I think life is not good or bad. It's kind of is just everything.
Okay, I'm happy you said more.
Yeah,
I was wondering if you were just you're like you immediately come out and go, I was actually just thinking life is not good.
No, well, it's not,
and put the period there,
because life is kind of just a different thing to everyone, really, right? So it can be good, it can be bad. You take the good, you take the bad, you take it all, and there you have the fact of life.
I like to say life is good because it feels good to say that.
Yeah.
I don't really have any...
You're just trying to trick yourself, eh? No, I'm just kidding.
You want to live an illusion?
Yeah. I was just referencing a 70s sitcom that I don't think anyone knows.
What's it called?
The Facts of Life.
Shit, I don't know that.
No. It's a good one. It's a good one.
I would be very surprised if anybody knew that show.
Probably not anyone currently listening. Maybe down the road someone will stumble across this and they'll be like, "Oh, I know what that is."
And you know what's interesting is I'm wondering right now if like I'm curious, but I'm wondering if everybody is feeling very similar to us right now. When I go see my buddies, like, kind of my just people I've known my whole life, everybody's kind of. I was actually talking to my buddy about this yesterday. Everybody's kind of stoic right now. Just I feel like everybody's just in their head at the moment. So when I'm kind of talking to people, I can tell when I'm around people that they're just kind of distracted right now.
Oh yeah,
and I'm the same way. It's just kind of like when we're it's still fun to see each other, but I can just tell everybody's kind of thinking. They're all thinking.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, life's definitely at a weird point, just globally, really, right now. It's very strange, but
well, you just start to wonder about long term. You're kind of going like, what's the future looking like?
Yeah.
What's going to happen? This isn't. There was a certain phase where I think there's a certain phase, at least for me and my buddies, where we were kind of all like, okay, this is the situation, and we can't really change it, so let's just enjoy this time as much as we can. Right?
Yeah.
And you kind of enter that mode, and it was fun and it was good, and now it's kind of time has passed, and everybody's starting to think, okay, what happens now?
Yeah.
What's next? I have no fucking clue.
Yeah.
Because eventually you got to move on. Right?
Which, of course, yeah, the future's always unpredictable, but yeah, it's looking weird now. But well, I mean, it's who's to say? Like things could be turning up soon. Chin up, bud. It could be all right.
It's so funny. You make it, dude. It's. How do I describe this with words? Okay, is that just made me think of like you're like some children's mascot, and kids are asking you questions about like are you happy? And then you just kind of have like this really bullshit smile, and you're like, you just gotta make the best of things, and you're just kind of like just completely full of shit.
Yeah,
it's like just telling these kids lies through your teeth, and you go home.
Everything's gonna be okay, everyone.
And you go home and have a drink, and you're like, fuck, another day.
Yeah, pouring a giant glass of whiskey. I'm like, oh, fuck. Another day of this. Yeah.
Welcome to another day in hell.
Yeah.
See the kids again? What matters is when...
What matters is that you put a smile on someone else's face today.
Think about what you could be doing for other people to make them feel better. Always do your best to be a light in someone else's life.
Remember to share and clean up after yourself.
Go off the clock. Go home.
Fuck. Fuck. Chain smoking with a giant bottle of whiskey in
up
front
at
of
3 a.m. because you can't sleep.
Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah. I actually
I just felt like your execution was perfect.
Yeah.
For something like that.
I watched a thing about clowns, and apparently one of the rules of being a clown, like you make an oath when you're a clown, and they're like no drinking in face. So like when they're wearing the clown makeup, they're like, you have to make an oath that you never drink as a clown. I'm just like, that's like when you're dressed up, and I'm like, that's the funniest image, is just a clown with a big bottle of like liquor in front of him.
And he has like a couple shots before he puts the makeup on.
A drunk clown. Somehow that just seems so natural. I don't know why. Like they make an oath saying they're not supposed to do that, but somehow I can only picture a clown doing that.
Dude, I can't imagine how
can't even
fucked
picture
up.
a sober clown.
Can you imagine being I don't know, dude, can you imagine, like, let's say going to World War II and you come back and you're 20 and you decide to be a clown and you have PTSD and like crippling, just like you have like fucked up memories of like your friends dying and killing people, and but you have to show up to these kids events with like a big smile, like a fucking like a fucking donkey, and just
is that a common like follow up to being in war? He's like, the name's Sergeant Funny, Sergeant Silly here. He has like a flower squirts people.
I dropped the badge to pick up the flower. Time to make people laugh. Yeah, it reminds him of artillery fire. He has like a quick flashback. He's like, oh, fuck.
He's like, kids, here's a grenade. It blows up. Just a bunch of glitter flies everywhere. He's like, ha, ha, ha.
Goes home. And thinks about the war.
Freaks out. Oh, no. Yeah. No, that's sad. Like, for real, though, PTSD is pretty sad. Like, I wonder...
That's fucking brutal. I'm just saying how hard it would be to have a job like that where you have to have a really over-the-top positive personality.
Oh, for sure. Weird connection I actually just made. It is weird that most countries celebrate their freedom and stuff by lighting off fireworks. So I'm like, if you think about
this
that,
really abrasive, almost gunshot sound,
because
right?
it's like everyone, like they're like all these soldiers who fought for our freedoms. Let's honor them on July 4th. They're like,
and I know. Meanwhile, they're all remembering already. They're getting flashbacks and
like it's not funny, but for real, like I've never thought about that. Like if someone has PTSD over loud noises, like all these soldiers who like fought for what they're celebrating, it's like that's pretty ironic, I think. That they're just lighting up these.
What's wrong with you? Why don't you just calm down?
Gunpowder in the air.
Come on, we're here having fun with fireworks. Why don't you just calm down?
Yeah. Oh no.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh boy. There's a lot of there's tons of fireworks in the States. Like I remember I was with people going down to Florida. Like we did like a road trip, and pretty much every 20 minutes we saw a fireworks shop, like a store strictly for fireworks.
Dude, the more freedom you have, the more fireworks you need to celebrate freedom.
I guess. Did I forget that this was America?
It's a perfect contrast. The more freedom, the more fireworks. It's a fact. It's given.
Yeah. Oh, I just did it again. I'm like, but yeah, yeah.
But Jamie, the less fireworks we have here, the less freedom.
I know. And some fireworks are banned here.
And I'm telling you, Jamie, eventually, if all the fireworks are gone,
quick.
Dude, if all the fireworks are gone one day, that's when you know you're fucked. It's over. Because that means at that point in time, the government no longer trusts you with any explosive.
That's
that
true.
just includes like even the most baseline chemicals of just like, look, shiny sparklers.
Yeah.
Like, nah, you guys don't need those.
Sparklers are actually going to be banned by next year.
That'd be fucking wild.
I call it. No, I'm just kidding. That would probably not happen.
Wouldn't it be weird if you just like made outlandish predictions and they all
actually
just came to fruition?
Little did people know is much like The Simpsons, I think the Real Neighbours podcast is going to be
yeah, people will be going years ahead of their time. Years ahead.
Yeah.
Remember when you used to be able to use sparklers?
Yeah.
Those were the days.
Yeah, they called it. Sparklers are next.
No, dude, sparklers would be last. They'd start with the more common, common sense fireworks.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't need this firework. That's just ridiculous, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And eventually go down to the sparklers.
There was a brief period, as far as I know, those cherry bombs, like the little things, I think they're not actually allowed in Canada already. Like they don't sell them anywhere, right? Those little.
Do they not?
No, I think they're, maybe it's just Ontario. Maybe there's places in Canada.
You know
what?
I will confess that for the most part, when we have lit up fireworks that we bought, it was usually at my aunt and uncle's in the States.
Yeah.
So I'm only familiar with American bylaws when it comes to fireworks.
America has like no rules about fireworks. They have so many crazy ones, but yeah, Canada definitely has Canada. You're allowed to buy fireworks, but they're very limited in what you can buy. But I think they're called cherry bombs, like the little.
I love those things. Once you could throw it right and they pop.
Yeah, you just light them quick and throw them. Yeah, me and my friend bought them in the States, actually, and we were just going to, I don't know if this is incriminating, but we would stop to let his dog out, like, every now and then, and we'd go to those little not provincial, like those little parks in the States, and we just kind of light them up every now and then, and just, like, throw a couple, just because we bought them, because we were bored. But, anyway, I remember there was a brief period in Sarnia, like, Ontario, where we live, and there was... someone brought a bunch of them from the States, I'm assuming, because there was like a good 2-3 week period where I'd be walking around my neighborhood and I would just hear little pow, pow, like people are just lighting them off. And I think some like teenager who got a hold of them, I think they were like my neighbors who got them, but they must have been selling them to people because randomly everyone in my neighborhood had them, like all the like teenagers.
Yeah.
So they were all just running around throwing off the cherry bombs, and I'm like, someone must have got those from the States and brought them over and then sold them to everyone.
made some money.
Yeah. And then
anything to declare? Absolutely not, sir.
Absolutely not. He just
a god honest working Canadian here.
Yeah. He just hides it under his beer and he claims the beer. There you go.
I have open beers, but like, and they're like, oh, that's ridiculous, you know. But you're like, you know, a dumb 19-year-old or something. They're like, all right, we'll let you go.
That's fine.
And right underneath the open beers, they have like $400 in like those cherry bombs.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, that's I don't know.
That's what you do. You commit a small crime to bury the bigger crime.
Yeah. I also you know those snapdragons? There's no fire required. Those paper things with there's something in a pouch and you throw them on the ground, they make a popping sound.
That's initially what I thought you were talking about.
Right.
I love those things. No, I used to throw those. Were awesome. It made you feel like a ninja.
Yeah.
You know, because you remember. Oh, you remember. Well, you remember. It made me think of the Deku nuts from Zelda. You know, like where you could throw the things and it'd
yeah.
Be like,
or so are you thinking of, because there's also ones with the cap gun ends. You know the like metal missile where you put the cap gun end on and drop it, and it
no, I like the ones where.
But you're talking about the paper.
Yeah,
yeah,
like the pressure ones. Yeah,
yeah,
and they make the little pop. They're just like.
Yeah, I had a pack of those.
They weren't very flashy, but they made a cool sound.
They did make a cool sound.
Yeah.
But I had a pack of those, and one of them ripped or something and got all over my desk, like whatever's in them. It's weird. It looks like just, I don't know, it almost looks like tobacco or something in it. Like, I don't know what's in it, but I remember there was a bunch of that shit on my desk in my room.
Chewing tobacco.
So I remember my parents, one of them saw it. They're like, what is this? Because it like almost looked like tobacco. And I was like a 9-year-old kid. And I was like, oh, that's from those Snapdragon things. And they're like, oh. But I remember they were probably concerned at first. They're like, why does my kid have like weed or tobacco or something? My 9-year-old kid.
Dude, when I was actually, you were part of this story. Do you remember we were 12 or 13 and we were wandering around an old YMCA building of white powder?
Oh yeah.
And you were actually, it was me, you, and my buddy Jude.
Yeah.
And you were the one who fucking called it too.
Yeah.
You went. We saw this bag of white powder, and Jamie immediately goes, "This is cocaine."
Yeah.
and of course, Jude and I were like 12, 13 too. So we both just went. It's cocaine.
Yeah.
I can't believe it, you know? So we all went down to like one of our parents or something, and
Yeah.
we brought him up and we said, "We found cocaine." And he reached in and he he dabbed his finger in it and licked it and he said, "It's sugar."
Oh, like his dad, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that. Probably, you should probably specify, because that's a confusing story. You said we were looking around a YMCA. It was a church that used to be a YMCA.
That's what I'm saying, it abandoned like an old YMCA building.
Yeah, exactly. So, but I'm just saying, they're like telling that story. People are probably like, why was someone's parents with you at an abandoned YMCA?
Oh, good point.
Yeah.
Well, okay, I don't think they would have thought about it that much.
I would have if I didn't know the
but
story.
is it that important? Maybe we ran back to one of our houses and got them. Who knows?
True,
right?
true.
So
yeah. Anyway, but yeah, he came up and like, he confirmed. He was like,
yeah, he
"That's
gave it a
sugar."
quick lick and
Sugar,
said sugar,
salt, or something. Probably
So-
salt. It was probably like outdoor salt or something.
Yeah, but it was in a little baggie. So I think it'd be very weird to put
Yeah.
salt for the roads in a little like plastic baggie.
Yeah, I do remember that. But and also the
It's so
funniest
funny
thing,
though because you immediately went for you just immediately saw. I just remember that you saw the white bag and immediately went, "This is cocaine."
that's cocaine
without
for sure.
question.
Yeah, and I'm like 10, so I'm just like, this is like horrible. What is this? Yeah,
Oh my god, it is cocaine.
that's definitely cocaine.
We
Yeah.
were 12, 13, by the way.
My cousin does this. I know what it looks like.
My cousin does these drugs.
Even though like. I think I was referencing a cousin that I knew like smoked weed or something. And, like,
She probably does coke.
so I was just I was lying anyway. but yeah, actually that reminds me of another thing. I remember I used to work at a grocery store, and I remember I was working the self checkout machines, and this guy this guy came in and he was like being all weird, and I helped him, and he started leaving and he dropped something. So I went to pick it up, and I picked it up, and it was a little like dime bag with something in it, like crystals of some sort, so some sort of drugs. I don't know if it was like meth or maybe just crystal form coke or like something. I was like, I picked it up, looked at it, I was about to like call the guy. I was gonna go, "Hey, you dropped something," and give it to him. But as soon as I noticed what it was, and I'm on camera and everything, I'm like, I probably shouldn't be on camera handing this guy a bag of drugs. So I was like, So I
Wait, what? Why was there a camera?
I was at work. I was at a grocery store.
Oh, whoa, weird. Okay.
Like it was a customer who dropped it. I was working, so
They dropped drugs?
he dropped a little baggie of like something, and it had crystals in it. And I
Oh.
yeah, and I don't know what it was, like Molly, coke, meth. I don't know what it was. I picked it up though, and I as soon as I saw what it was, I was like, I'm like, because I was about to call the guy and be like, hey, you dropped this. And so I was like, I probably should not be on camera handing this to this guy. So I was like, okay. So then he just kind of left, and I was holding it, and I was like, I don't even know what to do with this, because I picked it up and I'm at work. And I was like,
now you're paralyzed. You're just standing there holding drugs.
I'm like, so I just threw it out, and I think I made a very exaggerated gesture in case the cameras noticed. So I showed that I was holding it and put it in the garbage, because I was like, just so you know, this wasn't mine.
I didn't do nothing.
This isn't mine. I didn't put it in my pocket. I threw it in the garbage. And then I think later I told people, and they were like, oh, you probably should have actually told us about that. I was like, oh.
That sounds like literally 1984.
Mm-hmm. Oh, like the cameras all around. I'm like, exaggerate gestures. I'm like, this isn't mine.
You're trying to protect yourself.
Yeah.
I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything.
Yeah. Like, you didn't pay for that with your Neuralink.
Excuse me, where did you get those? See, it sounds like an unmonitored interaction.
It sounds like an unmonitored interaction. Oh, God.
Oh, God. Wouldn't that be great?
Yeah,
Don't buzzwords like that are very dry and pragmatic. They're the fucking creepiest.
That's scary. Yeah.
Excuse me, did you just have an unmonitored interaction? That's when you know you're really fucked. When they have buzzwords like that, you're just like, okay, cool.
What a concept! I love it.
Skydiving without the parachute, Jamie.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. The internet doesn't have many unmonitored interactions nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, this is certainly.
Me. I was just thinking.
This is certainly.
It's called space, Jamie.
But I'm just saying, this interaction we're having right now is certainly a monitored interaction.
That's true.
Yeah, think about it.
At least it's cataloged, right?
Yeah.
So if we do anything wrong, they can at least feel comfortable knowing that they can find us and destroy us.
That's true. Who knows who's listening to this right now? I don't.
True.
Yeah.
Very true.
Could be
probably our close relatives, and then the FBI.
And the FBI. Good point. That's true.
Does Canada have FBI, or do we have some sort of shitty Canadian equivalent?
Yeah, we have a shitty Canadian equivalent. It's not called the FBI.
And it's probably so much more janky and pathetic.
They're like Mounties.
Question. Wait, they still ride horses.
Yeah,
you're in your car. In Sardia. You look in your rearview mirror. You see like two stallions just coming up behind you.
But they have like sunglasses on and suits, but they still have the hats on.
No, and they have these. They have like super advanced like lenses, like Google glasses or something like that. But they're just riding horses.
Yeah.
Oh shit! It's the CBI.
Yeah, the CBI,
Canadian Bureau of Investigation. And then you like are trying to get away, and they're like on their horses. They're like, "Stop! Pull over!" Reaching over and trying to grab your car door while you're accelerating away.
Yeah,
ride faster. Thunderstorm.
Oh man. Yeah, I don't know what we have.
This is my stallion winged fury.
Sea biscuit. Have you ever seen that?
Ground treader.
Have you ever seen that movie? That's
Oh, dude, what if you called your horse something like treadmill?
Treadmill?
That's kind of cool, right?
Why?
I don't know, like you call it, come here, treadmill.
Man, horses have the dumbest names. I film horse races sometimes. I currently am kind of on call to do it if they need, and if I'm free, I do it, but yeah, whenever I film horses, they have the most ridiculous names. Like,
well, give some examples. What do you got?
One of them was like vernuncular or something, and I was like, "What does that even mean?" So I looked it up, and it was like, it means a relationship with your uncle is called a vernuncular relationship. I'm like, whoa! Like, why did they name their horse?
Wild.
Why did they name their horse that? And one of them is like big. One of them's like Big Mac sauce or something, and I don't know, man. Like,
I was expecting more like Betsy.
No, people
stuff like that, but
people like go to their way to name horses the most stupid shit. And
do you know why? Because they're bored, Jamie.
Yeah,
all the horse names have been done.
Yeah,
you know how like our names even now, like everybody's new names now are just stupid.
Yeah,
like Northwest. Or fucking...
Because that's the standard. Everyone's naming their kids North.
Oh, dude, let's not beat around the bush, Jamie. If Kanye calls his kid Northwest, everybody... There's going to be, I guarantee you, at least 1 million people that are all going to give their kids equally stupid names because Kanye named it that.
Because North is now a normal name, basically. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, Kanye West is big enough that doing something like that makes everybody go, I have to do that too.
What about Elon Musk with his weird...
X-13?
How do you pronounce it?
It's something along the lines of X-13.
Nerd. I just can't. I don't, but yeah, no, I actually never actually.
I gave
verbally,
Jimmy a very cynical look.
yeah,
I didn't say anything.
very dirty look. But yeah, I've only ever read that, so I didn't know how to pronounce it.
I gave Jimmy a look that basically said, shut up, bitch.
Yeah. Well, shut up, nerd.
Shut up, nerd. How about
fuck you?
Shut up, you.
Oh, that one hurts a lot more, honestly.
Or the just the classic no you.
There's nothing more offensive than being referenced as myself. Ugh, you're calling me that guy? Come on.
Well, you are you. So how does that feel?
Yep. What's okay, my brain just trailed to the most stupid thing, and I don't know why I was about to say it, so I'm just not.
You're just not gonna
I'm
say
just
it?
not gonna say it.
Okay.
Let's move
on.
Okay, I was gonna say why. You know?
Oh, so you are gonna say it?
Sure. You know, you like EWE when they're referencing sheep. Is that what like a baby sheep is called? A ewe?
Dude, I have no fucking clue.
Exactly.
I have no idea.
Who cares? When you said you, I just pictured it spelled like that, and I was like, I know that has something to do with sheep.
Jamie, wait,
but
what is a fawn? Is that like a
don't-
baby deer? I
It
can't
is.
Sweet.
Hey, my mom.
Jamie, do you want to just reaffirm some random information that
Sure.
you've been
Hey, do you want to hear something wacky? My mom told me giraffes are in the cow family. Isn't that weird?
That's fucked up. Can you milk them?
Yeah. Yeah, they have milk.
You can milk giraffes?
Yeah, you can milk pretty much any mammal. Like deer have milk too, goat milk, you know.
Oh yeah, goat milk's pretty popular.
But like
see it in the-
any mammal can be milked.
And like literally any mammal.
Any mammal.
Any mammal.
Maybe not whales. I don't know. No, whales must
Can
have
you
milk.
milk whales?
You must be able
Dude, Jamie, I don't know if we should.
to. Dude, I'm gonna look
Jamie,
that up.
are we gonna throw that out into the world?
I'm gonna.
People are gonna listen to Real Neighbors and go,
No,
do they actually think you can milk whales?
no. I don't know if it's
Jamie,
an easy
quickly-
process,
Jamie,
but
Google it.
they produce
Google,
milk.
can you milk whales?
Hey, Benny, our ghost fact checker, can you milk whales? And I say it slowly for Benny because he's hard of hearing sometimes.
He struggles.
Okay. How to milk a killer whale. It would be hazardous to try milking any cetacean in the wild.
So they're saying if you see a killer whale, don't try to jump into the water and attempt to milk a killer whale.
A blue whale's milk tastes like a mixture of fish, liver, milk of magnesia, and castor oil. That sounds disgusting.
What the fuck?
But no, I do think
Oh God.
part of being a mammal is that you produce milk. Like that's why whales are considered mammals, is because they produce milk.
Just females?
Yeah. Any female mammal produces milk.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
That's kind of gross though, because it's like fishy milk. I don't like that one.
I hate fishy milk.
Yeah, that sounds nasty.
Yeah, we should write a song about that, Jamie.
Fishy
About
milk.
fishy milk.
Killer whale milk.
It'll be like a song about like you don't like someone, so you compare them to fishy milk.
Yeah.
You
You're just
you make me think of fishy milk.
when I see you, I think of fish milk.
Your personality tastes like fishy milk.
That's good. Yeah, that's perfect.
That's a strong diss. Man, I'm gonna pull that one out.
That one would
Next time
hurt.
I'm around a
You
base.
smell like fish milk. I'd be like, fuck.
No, I would
Damn.
compare their personality to
That's-
fishy milk.
That's bad. So actually, based on that logic, so anything that produces milk is a mammal. So that means almonds are mammals.
Dude,
Take that, science.
holy fuck, dude, we're off the rails.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even, dude. And you know what? The sweating is just it actually, Jamie. This is less of a sauna and more of like, you know, when you're like when you're like in a weird meditative state. Like I feel like there's like a weird shaman in the room where we're just in some
Mm-hmm.
weird fever dream, and he's like chanting in the background, and we're both just envisioning nonsense.
Yeah.
There's
Well,
weird herbs being lit in the air. We're both just like,
there is
man.
a shaman in the room. Like, I know we're not filming, so no one knows.
yeah,
But
he's providing some shamanic revelations.
yeah, the shaman is humming over there, and he's burning off some herbs for us.
And it's
Nice.
just putting me in a weird headspace, Jamie. You know,
Yeah,
I just,
it happens. Yeah, maybe that is why it's so hot in here. It's also very smoky with that shaman doing rituals. I feel like people need to know though. We've never really mentioned them, but every podcast we have a shaman in the room. I feel like we should mention that eventually. So, here we are.
you mean we should finally come out, huh?
Yeah, here. So we'll just say yeah.
Well, you know what, Jamie?
we
Here's
always
the thing,
get into a
is if we're
trance-like
going to do
state.
that, we might as well just thank all of our cast and crew. It takes a family to put this all together.
That's
You know what
true.
I'm
We
saying?
might as well thank everyone. Yes, thank you, sound guys in the corner.
Oh man!
Here.
Oh, shout out to you.
Here, round of applause.
Oh, and the lighting tech.
The lighting
Thank you.
tech.
You make it all happen.
You make it all happen, and it's just for us. Like no one sees it, but thank you,
Thank you so much.
It's beautiful.
Oh,
thank you.
And
then
down in our writers over there. Oh, we know you. Am I right?
we need our writing team. Thank you for really coming through.
I mean, this show wouldn't be funny without our writing crew.
It would be nothing without our writing crew, our shamans, our ghosts. Let's hand it to Betty.
Shout
too.
out to our electricians. They make it so we're not actually going to blow over with all this incredible tech we have.
Shout out to the groupies too. Am I right? Come on,
You guys
Thank
are kind of weird, but
thank you.
But you know what? You're the lifeblood of this show.
Oh, you're what keeps us going. Thank you. Anyway,
You might creep me the fuck out. You might make you guys kind of remind me of fishy milk, but
that's a little rude, Austin. That's too
a
far.
little toxic.
Yeah. Yeah, all right. I guess we've just had to do it eventually. So that's good.
So we got it all out there.
We got it all out.
We're a huge crew.
It takes a big
Dude, this
production
is
to get this
is
show on the
basically
road.
SNL.
It is. I think we have more writers than SNL, honestly.
You really think so?
Well,
Don't they have like a zillion and nobody cares about any of them?
probably.
Dude, SNL is a fucking hack show now.
Oh, I know.
They're so bad. It's so bad.
Yeah, I mean, that's like common knowledge.
Do you remember when they used to chirp? Like Bill Murray was on SNL.
Did he start on SNL?
Yeah, he
No
started
way.
on SNL.
A lot of comedians did, honestly.
All the biggest like comedians for 20 to 30 years from the 70s to the 90s came out of SNL.
Mm-hmm.
Now there's just nobody.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. Well, I wouldn't say nobody. There's Pete.
Man, they
Pete
wish
David,
Jimmy,
Pete Davidson.
Oh yeah,
That's the only one
Pete Davidson.
That's like the only one I know
I don't even know him.
of
So
right now. Do you know what actually is funny? Kyle Mooney. Here's the one thing. I do know there's a guy named Kyle Mooney and Beck something who are on SNL now. The reason I know them is because I used to watch them on YouTube before they were on SNL. So I knew them before they were on SNL. I don't know them from SNL. I know them from their old YouTube videos. But
that makes it okay.
I will say, I think the odd time SNL is funny. It's probably something to do with them, but it's still so watered down compared to what their sketches on YouTube used to be like, because they were hilarious on YouTube.
Jamie, wouldn't it be?
They were called Good
Can you
Neighbors.
imagine-
Good Neighbor stuff. I want to
nice,
just
nice,
reference
yeah.
them. So look that up if you're interested. Good Neighbor stuff.
Wouldn't it be crushing to know that you are, let's say, you're a comedian and you just eventually get crushed and destroyed by the weights of the demands of whatever fucking corporation you're working under?
Yeah.
So they go, "Oh, that's a funny joke, but we don't want to limit our audience. There might we just ran your joke through an AI algorithm. And we predicted that about 4% of audiences would be turned off by that joke,
Right.
which would reduce audience retention and viewership.
You think that's
If
how it
you
works?
switch the joke to this, that will maximize audience retention while being 87% as funny."
SNL Bot 2021 estimates this joke would
Jimmy,
not
how
be funny.
spontaneous do you think a writing room could be after 30 years? They're
Yeah.
fucking bored.
I know.
They're fucking bored.
And they're probably not even like coked up anymore. So like,
I know they can't even do cocaine in the office anymore.
I just
Can you
can't.
imagine they're having
that-
like a
to me-
bad writing session and somebody just comes out with like a huge sheet of blow? They're like, you know what, boys? We're writing until 3 a.m. tonight.
Honestly, I was watching an interview about someone who was on SNL, and he did say back in the day that actually was how it was. That's why I said that, because actually a lot of them were just
Dude, it's
just
a known
coked up,
thing.
of course. But apparently SNL doesn't really do that much now. I'm probably, if at all. So because I think the interview was with somebody, I think from who used to be in Good Neighbor stuff. It was like Kyle Mooney. I don't remember who was in the interview, but someone asked them in the interview. They're like, dude, but then again, maybe they're just saying that too to save face. But they're like, are the writing
Jamie,
rooms still
if they
like
were
this?
still doing coke, they wouldn't tell anybody.
Exactly.
If I was doing coke, I wouldn't be running around going, "Hey guys, did you know that we do coke?"
That's true.
No.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I keep it to myself.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, maybe he's just saving face because But I do think back in the day they were a lot more open about how ridiculous the writing rooms were.
Yeah.
So that's definitely changed.
Dude, I say anything for the sake of creativity. If people want to voluntarily just fucking fry themselves out to make some genius content for 5 to 10 years,
if it's funny, then
they live the rest of their life in the afterbirth of that peak moment in their life.
Yeah, I don't recommend it, but
Please.
I mean, it's all on you, really. But yeah, I mean, I would say a lot of like art has been made with some sacrifice to some people's health, I'm sure. But
hey, man, I don't know. Art is art, man.
That's
if
on
people
them.
are willing to do it.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with someone else choosing to do that, but
What can I say?
Don't do
I'm
it.
I'm not a very invasive person.
Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't encourage it though. But
we do not. Real Neighbours does not endorse cocaine. Thank you very much.
We do not. No. But
for the sake of our sponsors, we would like to clarify that we do not support any drugs or cocaine. Thank you very much.
That sounded legit. Like that.
Just a quick footnote.
It sounded like it was actually sped up or something.
One of those really, one of those infomercials where at the very end they just have that person that just comes out with all the garble.
Or like when there's a prescription drug of some sort, and they're like side effects might include like headache, peeing blood, shitting your pants out on random moments.
Symptoms might include panging heart, extreme pain in the head,
yeah, death,
spontaneous combustion,
suicidal thoughts. It's actually funny. That's always one. I'm like, how does some pill that's supposed to like
casually
monitor
always bringing in suicide. Yeah, I know.
I remember like when I was in high school, I went to the doctor for just kind of like skin issues, and there was a pill that they were going to recommend, but it was like they might side effects sometimes include suicidal thoughts. I'm like, how does this pill that affects my skin have anything to do with?
Jesus, I could do without these.
I'm just like, how would that affect my brain? Like that doesn't even make sense. But yeah, it's pretty scary.
Hey, dude, anything for good skin. Mm-hmm. All right, we're out of time, Jamie.
We're out of time.
Thank you so much.
Anything for good skin,
this
though.
Is once again, man, without these writers, our show is so structured.
Your show would be falling apart.
I know. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Always a good time.
Wait. Thank you.